All right, cheers and salutations. Welcome everybody to Chicago Reacts. My name is Kit, and today we're going to swim on over to Kentucky Ballistics. Kentucky Ballistics is doing a lot of great stuff and a lot of great work, but all of a sudden my neck is starting to itch, no pun intended. 700 Nitro, catastrophic failure, when guns go boom. I will say this, Scott, listen, buddy. I'll never forget reacting to the first time your 50 cal blew up. And again, glad you're alive. Put a thumb in it. Glad you're riding the lightning, and some good things have happened for me too. So, you know, riding the lightning as well. But I will say this, please, for the love of God, build a big shield wall so that when that nitro go boom, you're not anywhere near it. So without further ado, let's play this video in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
What would happen if you had a catastrophic failure with a double barrel 700 Nitro Express? Normal operating pressures for a 700 Nitro Express are around 40 to 50,000 PSI. Both of these will be producing over 150,000 PSI for a combined total of over 300,000 PSI. We only got one shot at this. I'm gonna pull this really hard. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa!
Duck and cover.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And 5 years ago, my interest in catastrophic failures peaked. And ever since then, I have been
Well, the less said, the better, but glad you're okay.
Testing out the structural rigidity of different platforms, ranging from small to big. But the one we're testing today really takes the cake. This is my 700 Nitro double barrel safari rifle. This is one of the world's largest safari rifles. This thing is 70 caliber and fires the massive 700 Nitro round, which is 70 caliber and 1,000 grains. They're also pretty rare, so you're probably asking yourself, why in the world would you put this to the test? Well, there's many reasons for that. The first is I made a promise to you several years ago that I would do it. The second and most important is this thing has actually become pretty sketchy. It is starting to become what's called off face. So when you open this double rifle, this part, the barrels, lines up to the action here. And it's supposed to line up perfectly. It appears that it lines up perfectly, but it's actually become off face. And what that means is pressure will start to escape these barrels, and it will become more and more sketchy to shoot the more you fire it. I'm not looking to have another 15-inch neck scar, and I'm genuinely curious to see what would happen if one of these had a catastrophic failure, because it is very, very large. Yeah.
Okay, well, please be careful. And yes, they're not crazy. I do see the bug too.
And I know several of you right now are wondering, why don't you just fix it? I'm going to be honest with you, it's not worth it. I found out that this 700 Nitro actually started its life as a 10 gauge and is not a true build 700 Nitro. A gunsmith turned this into a 700 Nitro Express. Therefore, it's not really worth the time, effort, or cash that it would take to get this thing running properly again. So when life gives you lemons, you make shrapnel. So today we are going to seize the opportunity, and we're going to see what would happen if you had a catastrophic failure with a double barrel 700 Nitro Express. Normal operating pressures for a 700 Nitro Express are around 40 to 50,000 PSI. Today we are going to attempt to charge both barrels at the same time at over 150,000 PSI each. But before we do that, I want to show you what this rifle is doing and why it's so sketchy at this point. I have two standard load 700 Nitro rounds. We're going to fire them with the slow-mo on the gun so that you can see the gases escaping and what that looks like. But before we get started, let me tell you about today's sponsor, War Thunder. War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made, and you can get it now for free on PC consoles and mobile devices. Take command of over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships of 10 major nations, ranging from biplanes and armored cars of the 1920s to the fighter jets and main battle tanks of today. Immerse yourself in the intense combat of War Thunder, where incredible detailed vehicles, realistic graphics, and authentic sound effects place you right at the helm of the most powerful war machines of all time. Join a worldwide community of over 95 million players in epic PvP battles today and delve into the breathtaking experience that is War Thunder. With an unmatched wealth of high-quality content to discover, there's simply no game better suited for fans of military history. One of my favorite features about War Thunder is the impressive damage X-ray view. If your vehicle or an enemy's vehicle is destroyed, War Thunder shows you exactly what happened. In X-ray view, you'll see precisely where the shell penetrated, which components were affected, and what ultimately led to the destruction of the vehicle.
I'm more of the fan of the aerial combat.
War Thunder now for free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and mobile devices using my links in the pinned comment or the video description. New and returning players on PC and consoles that have not played in the last 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack. That includes multiple premium vehicles, the exclusive vehicle decorator Eagle of Valor, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium account. This is only available for a limited time, so be quick. Again, a big thank you to War Thunder for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it.
Let's
All right,
go.
so first, let's get this thing loaded up with a standard round. We're going to go left barrel with a 700 Nitro 1,000 grain round. Left barrel. So that's going to be the orange string.
Jeez, look how big that pile of tables are, man. Jeez, sorry, I know I should be paying attention to the weapon, but the table pile is huge.
Save you off. All right, here we go. Hopefully we don't knock all the cinder blocks off the table.
All right.
That was loud.
Yeah. Whoa. That, you know what, also, by the way, I'm glad he's doing the safety check on this, because if he were to use this any further, which I would say again to anyone trying to be a gun tuber, take to each their own, be safe about it, but always double check and triple check your weapons, man, because one faulty error and then things go boom, and instead of having fun like Kentucky Ballistics, you're going to be talked about for the Darwin Awards, and nobody wants that. Okay. All right.
Okie dokie. It stayed in the lead sled, just kind of took the lead sled with it. Well, after reviewing the slow-mo footage, you could see that the left barrel had gases escaping from it, which is a sign of it being all face. Now, well, I'm keeping that. That 700 Nitro brass is really hard to find. Now let's test the right barrel and see if it does the same thing. Okie dokie, right barrel, here we go.
Here you go.
Lee.
Okay. Fascinating.
Good thing we are doing what we're doing with this thing today, because it just got scuffed on that cinder block. If we weren't testing this thing to catastrophic failure today, that would probably make me vomit. Looked at the slow-mo footage, and you can see gases escaping from that right barrel as well. You just can't see it as good because it's on the other side of the slow-mo.
Okay.
Other than that evidence that we have on the slow-mo, I actually also had a professional look this gun over and tell me that it's coming off face. So now that you can see what I'm talking about, it's time to put this thing to...
See, that's another thing too. This is why he deserves a lot of subscribers and a lot of views, because you know what? Hey, doctor needs a secondhand opinion here. Hey, what's going on here with this? Find something wrong. We need more of that in the YouTube sphere. Like, hey, something's wrong here. Please confirm, double check with me. So, boom, right there. 10 out of 10. That's why Chicago Reacts salutes Kentucky Ballistics, as we should all the time, every time.
The ultimate test. Today, I want to try to get both barrels to go off at the same time, but I only have one shot at that. So we're going to do 1 or 2 practice pulls. I have some 700 Nitro cases that only have primers in them, no gunpowder, no bullets. I'm going to load these into the gun, and then I'm going to practice pulling both triggers at the same time and see if we can get them to go off at once. So I have the truck in position. I don't have everything set up over there. I would have a few more cinder blocks and some Lexan or plexiglass on top, but I just need to know if I can pull both triggers at the same time. So I'm going to put tension on both of these, and I guess the goal would just be to pull them really hard. Okay, so both went off, but you can tell there was a little bit of variation. Let's check it out. I'm pretty sure they both went off. Yep.
All right.
We have 2 punched primers. Not good to open up. There we go. Yep, both of them went off. But I'm not satisfied. I'm going to do it one more time. I've got 2 more primed cases. And actually, I want to point out these are really cool. It says Kentucky Ballistics 700 Nitro.
Nah, it's pretty awesome.
Okay, I think that's good and tight. And then I would step over here and I would just, I don't know. Did they both go off? I think they did. Hold on, let's see. You don't want to open. It's weird.
That's
So
not
they
good.
both didn't go off.
That wasn't good.
Okay. So that was a fail. So now I'm nervous because we had one set, both went off at the same time. Second, only one. I guess we're just going to have to go for it, though. I mean, it is what it is. So now it's time to get set up for one of the largest catastrophic failures that's ever happened on this channel, minus April 9th, 2021. We have our cinder block set up.
Glad you're still okay, buddy.
I have a ballistic dummy lab zombie bus, which I'm going to set next to this rifle. Then I'm going to have some plexiglass that will lay over top of this, and that should help to contain all of this experiment. Now we're going to be loaded up with these bad boys right here. Normal operating pressures for 700 Nitro are around 40 to 50,000 PSI. Both of these will be producing over 150,000 PSI for a combined total of over 300,000 PSI. Those are some spicy meatballs. Now I actually have to load these things. That's fun, right?
Okay, hang on.
Okay, we are cracked open. Here we go.
One
One
boom.
boom.
And two
Two
boom.
boom.
Okay.
My neck is itching right now. Ha 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 ha. I gotta go pee. Okay, we have this thing.
Hey, you know what? It's always wise. A wise Kit Cabello will always say this. Always do your pregame dump. Do your pregame piss. All right. So that way every party is empty. You're cleared out. You know, everything is free and ready to hang on out.
Loaded up. The safety is on. We have our strings attached. It's bungeed to the lead sled. We have our cinder block wall set up, plexiglass on top, and I'm going to hide behind the truck. The last thing we got to do is take off the safety. All right, here we go.
Okay.
That had like a double click to it. I didn't like that. I don't
know.
Okay. Okay, here we go. We only got one shot at this.
Hold on. That got me. That got me. That got me.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay, we are tight. We're tight. We're tight. I'm going to pull this really hard. Here we go. Whoa. 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 Really hard. Here we go.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. Whoa. Jeez. Oh, homie. Yeah. Hold on. YouTube rewind time. Oh, look at all that energy just come out of that thing, man. Right there. Kaboom. Right there. Boom. Jeez. Look at the energy. Think about this. Hold on. Think about the amount of power right there to not only break the plexiglass, but also breaking the cinder blocks. And, of course, the ballistic gel dummy, the zombie. Wow.
I have to say, that was one of the most catastrophic failures I've ever seen, other than the one I saw up close in 2021. Let's look at the biggest part of the gun first. Trigger and everything. This is, oh dear. That, oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Look, you see,
All
even
right, I'm
got
going
the
to cut
dirt
it
in it.
free. That is insane. So I don't believe both barrels went off at the same time. Actually, I'm almost 100% sure I saw one of the rounds still out here.
Jeez.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. Oh.
No light primer strike, no nothing. We just managed to not pull both triggers at the same time, which is unfortunate, but that was pretty wild for just one barrel. And I'm pretty sure if both barrels would have went, that it would have probably taken out the slow-mo camera. So I'm actually kind of thankful for that. But
right, good.
This is interesting. This little line right here is where the barrel's attached from being sleeved, and it snapped right there on that second barrel from the detonation of the right barrel. And that is pretty gnarly. Broke this, broke our actual stock, huge crack going through it. It was an extreme amount of pressure that pulsed through this thing. And that's all crooked. That is wild. So now let's find the barrels. Here is the left barrel.
Wow.
And man, that's, look at that. It's like glue or epoxy or something that was in between those barrels. Shredded this thing, still broke off. That is crazy. I mean, that is wild. And really, technically, that barrel is still good. I could use it for something. Mr. Zombie, let's take a look at him. I know he got whacked. Oh, his neck is kind of wiggly, but he looks decent. You can definitely tell he got smacked in the face.
Yeah.
Pretty hard with that 700 Nitro shrapnel. We're missing another barrel, though. There's a piece of the fore end.
There has to be maybe some sort of concussionary damage. So while the skull did not blow up, you know, hey, listen, an explosion like that's going to rock your brain.
Look at that. Just shredded it. Oh, there's a piece. Right there. Oh, that's cool. It's like got the markings and whatnot. Yeah, let's see what we got over here. There's a barrel. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Like something out of Looney Tunes, just absolutely shredded.
You know, you can make that into art, man. Or like something decorative.
Shredded that thing.
I just thought of something. Kentucky Ballistics art show. All the guns destroyed. Like some classical music being played somewhere in Kentucky. You can have all the weapons that have been blown up or destroyed, and you could explain what they are.
That is crazy. Holy cow. Almost ripped it all the way off. That is impressive. That was a lot of force. Oh, I think we have a piece of brass. Oh, it says boom on it. That is wild. I cannot believe we found that. What else is out here? Here's some.
Well, listen, in millions of years from now, the insects that live on this berm will create an advanced society, and they'll be digging up all the archaeological remnants of candy and dinosaur clones and zombies and werewolves and metal parts for the next century.
Some more wood from the fore end. It's just all shredded. And here on the table, golly, these cinder blocks got destroyed. And so did our plexiglass.
Yeah, all right.
That
Knock it down.
plexiglass did a really good job of keeping things from flying upwards, even though some still did. We've got more wood on the table, more pieces of the gun, more brass, I think. Actually, I don't know if that's brass or not. That may be from the gun. Not really sure. More of that epoxy looking stuff that was in between the barrels. Man, we've been looking for this piece for a little while. I think this is, yeah, this is the top rib. I guess your sight is on those, my front sight. And this flew about 20 yards away from the original test site, which that's pretty wild. Oh, it's not very good quality. Okay, well, we have most of our 700 Nitro back, and I thought I would give you a closer look at it. We have some spare pieces. I'm not really sure where these go. I think that actually, believe that goes around the barrel. But this right barrel, completely shredded. I mean, just absolutely shredded. Our fore end, pretty much completely shredded. This is the top rib, and that had our front side on it. I still don't know where our rear side is. And then this is pretty interesting. For one, this whole...
He'll find it someday.
Whole section is cracked, which is insane. So this is actually really interesting. This thing was rebarreled and sleeved. I guess that's what they call it. I assume this is the sleeve. It's pretty thin.
Has to be.
And the barrel went down inside that, and it snapped right along this edge is where it snapped. So I'm going to say that if you had a 700 Nitro and you had a catastrophic failure with it, it's going to be pretty devastating. You're most likely going to be missing some appendages, and your face is going to look a little weird. And
deformed, burnt off, scarred.
You would most definitely need a new 700 Nitro, unless you know what you're doing with this kind of a thing, which I don't. But I would if I got my start in firearms technology at Sonoran Desert Institute. If you want to check them out, there's a link in the description down below. But I don't, so I definitely need a new 700 Nitro.
A GoFundMe, how about that?
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Darn it! I would say that was a pretty successful test today. The only problem is our zombie bust is still intact, but that's okay because I brought my handy dandy 26-inch 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. But first, I want to give another big thank you to War Thunder for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget, you can play it right now for free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and mobile devices using my links in the description down below or the pinned comment. New and returning players who have not played in the last 6 months will receive a massive bonus pack across PC and consoles. This includes multiple premium vehicles and other goodies. It's available for a limited time only, so be sure not to miss out. This guy's going to miss out, though. He's definitely going to miss out.
Get him. Oh! Boom, headshot.
Oh, my goodness.
YouTube rewind time. Hold on. Doing this large scale style. There you go. Chicago style. What? Hey. What the? Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at that thing go. Oh, yeah, right there in the skull. Eye socket right there. Lovely.
Oh, yeah, okay. I can say that now today's testing is concluded. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about today's experiment in the comment section down below. Also, be sure to give today's video a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button. That seems pretty good. Also, if you want to pick up a Kentucky Ballistic shirt, be sure and check out KentuckyBallistics.com. There's a link in the description down below. The Mercedes doesn't come equipped with a trailer hitch.
No, it doesn't. We gotta make do.
And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.
Go, 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 go. Beautiful. Beautiful. There you go. All right, so what did we learn here? First of all, teamwork makes the dream work. And always, of course, be sure to support Kentucky Ballistics. Check out his link for War Thunder. I don't have much time to play video games. Been dealing with a lot of personal stuff. But all in all, things are slowly starting to brighten up and get a little bit easier. And thank you for all your thoughts and prayers and solidarity and strength and love. Huge shout out to this wonderful, great community. And be sure to support Scott. Because here's what thing that he told you. Hey, If there's something that you don't know and you need help in understanding or at least breaking down so that we can, make sure people are safe, hey, ask for another opinion because, God forbid another catastrophic failure. Scott got very lucky in 2021, and let's hope all the luck and good safety continues to go around. Guns are cool, but hey, you got to treat them like a tool and be safe about it. Okay. So, to everyone out there that wants to be an inspiring gun tuber, hey, follow the examples of the experts and be smart, be safe, keep your heads on a swivel and drink water. And then finally, to Jeanette from accounting, give us a Triceratops ballistic gel. Give us another Tyrannosaur ballistic gel. Jeanette from accounting, quit fighting, quit arguing. Give us the dinosaurs.